What's the difference between a boyfriend and a husband?
A boyfriend is a drama, is someone acting. A husband is a real person.
How can you tell? What are boyfriend behaviors? Abu, let me see. What are these two boyfriend behaviors?
Everything you hear out here, this is a person who fakes on dates because you don't live with this person. This is a person who will be what you want them to be because you're not with them 24 hours to know who they are. When they're with you, they're what you want them to be. Now get a husband who will get home and then they now relax because... And then they will apologize the first time when you tell them, this you did wrong, you are not doing this when you were dating. Sorry. Second time, third time, they'll tell you, I was born like this. What will you do? They were born like that. So
boyfriends are the ones who says, I was born like this.
No, boyfriends don't say that. Boyfriends actually, they tell you, I love you more than my mother. A husband will never tell you that.
Bravo! You did it! You clicked the right video using your fingers properly. Yes, you're fingering the right content. And what content did you finger? You fingered onto the Simon Says episode right here, Simon Says podcast, where we actually have conversations that make you smile and think at the same time. And where will you have these conversations? Right here at Pro Studios. These guys are professional. Mwah, mwah, mwah. They give you that finger licking good picture. And you know, sometimes you can go to actually studios and then you have no idea how to pose. You're just freezing right there in front of the camera. These guys got your back, and guess who they have their back the most? Birthday shoots. You have a birthday? Yes, you're pushed out recently and you want to celebrate that. Come on down to Pro Studios right here, the Apple Hill Gardens. Visit them. And just like how this individual came on down. Now this lady, she is a writer. Her name is Maria. But the one book that she has actually written, the one thing that she's actually talked about, I'd say that marriage is a scam. Yes, it's true. The one and only Maria. How are you, Maria?
I'm doing good, thank you.
And why are you good today, buddy? I just want to know.
First of all, I've had the most unhealthy lunch.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've had junk.
Junk is good.
No, it's not good.
Why?
Yeah, but I worked out, I feel beautiful, and I'm happy.
Yes, you should be happy. One thing about you is you're very intriguing in the sense that you came up with this book, Marriage is a Scam. You sat down, you put your thoughts together, and decided that marriage is indeed a scam.
Mind you, I was pregnant for my second born at that time.
Wow. And were you married at that time?
Yes, I was.
So first of all, let's wind back for a second. What in the world made you sit down and actually write down that indeed marriage is indeed a scam?
Two things. One, because I'm married. And the other thing is I got tired of people walking in and out of marriage the way they felt like it's nothing. Like today I'm married, tomorrow I'm not.
So you got into the scam?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, so it's... But then what do you think? So you don't view scams as a bad thing? Because if you're in a scam, that means you must view scams as a good thing.
It's not a good thing, but it must exist. There's no way that we can stay without it. But it's not like we enjoy the scam. Everything that you know or think about marriage is not it until you walk into it and then you're like, oh, wow. This is the difference. Let's
rewind for a second. Even as you even started, because even before you met your husband, there was a time when you guys were dating and everything. Is there a time as a woman you say, and yeah, this is a guy that I kind of want to get married to? And did you ever reach that point?
Okay, to be honest, with my husband, no, I've never. Actually, he wasn't my type when I met him.
Interesting.
He wasn't my type.
And then, and so, okay.
But we got married and we're okay.
So he convinced you?
I don't know how. I'm still asking myself the same question.
You were scammed. but for you, when you say, because a lot of ladies may say that, like initially, like the guy that they actually want to engage with was not their type. What changed? What is it? Did he do something? What is it that changed over time that made him credible enough for you to agree to his scam?
Okay, first of all, he didn't change. There is the only difference between maybe me, my situation and other ladies is because from the meeting point to the end, to a point that we got married, there's no point that I will say that, oh, now he's my type, now he can marry me. No, we just found out. I think we just... Like the first date, he wasn't telling me you look beautiful and all that. We were discussing business. This is a guy that, oh my God. I'm breathing.
It takes your breath. He takes your breath away even till now. What is it?
He has a different kind of personality. That he's too honest with himself and who he is. You either take it or leave it. I found myself in that situation whereby, we started working together. Oh, there's love. I'm the one who said I love you first, by the way. Yeah, I did.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
I felt myself. I felt bad that he had not told me that he loves me.
And did he say it back or he said thank you?
No, he said it back.
Oh, out of courtesy or he meant it?
He meant it because right now I don't think he can live without me.
Hey!
Yeah, he can't.
Yo! I love the humility. Yo, you gotta talk that talk.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that indeed you're able to actually point out that indeed that at first you met him, he was not indeed your type. Now the question I'd ask you is this. That type that you had in your head was, now that looking back at it, would you date that type now?
I dated my type.
How
And
what type was
awful.
that? Explain to me that type.
Like the usual, the outgoing ones. The ones who know the words, who can light candles for me in dinners. My husband tells me that he can't because he doesn't want to burn the plot. Like, you see, the romantic things that I wanted, I dated all of them. But I don't know, it kind of felt like I am just living another woman's hard work. That's what I felt.
You're living
another woman's hard work.
Explain to me, what do you mean?
This is a guy who has dated and known that, okay, this is what a woman likes. This is what they want. This is how to lie to them. This is how to make them happy. And now you meet this guy who is like, this is me, take it or leave it. So I feel like the reason why I got married to this kind of take it or leave it is because now I can control what I want to feel. I can control what I want to hear because he may not be good. He may not tell himself, she wants me to buy her a car. But I can point out now, I want this kind of a car. This is a kind of person that you, like, my birthday is in December, but my gift was that I started mentioning my next gift in my last birthday after I received the gift that I wanted.
Because you knew you might not get it?
No, because I knew I must condition him to giving me what I want.
So you've started so you now right now what you're practicing is how to manipulate him to cater to your needs.
Okay, I'm not manipulating him. I'm just
okay to manipulate.
Okay, it's perfect to manipulate, but I'm just mentioning.
Yeah. Hey, okay, I see what you mean. Very interesting. You said, but what you said about now, you're actually dating another woman's work.
Yeah.
Are you saying that guys that learn from past experiences are bad products?
They're not bad products, but just understand one thing. They've learned from past experiences.
Yes.
So they will bring to you what you want to hear. Are you sure that's what you want to hear? Considering with time, you change as a person. Who you are is not who you will be in the next 5 years.
Hopefully, if you think and learn, if you grow up mentally.
If you grow up mentally. Definitely, you can even backslide.
Yes.
But you're not going to be the same person. So if this kind of person is going to grow, or they're going to be, okay, let me just tell you what you want to hear. Then you get to marriage, they're like, but I made you happy during dating. A lot of people are walking out of marriage because they hope to be married by their boyfriends.
They're walking out of marriages because they hope to be married by their boyfriends?
Yes.
Now, so they don't like their husbands then?
The boyfriend does not change the status to a husband. It's, I am a boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Let's get married. I still stay a boyfriend. So if this man changes to a husband, this woman will not like it.
What's the difference between a boyfriend and a husband?
A boyfriend is a drama, is someone acting. A husband is a real person.
How can you tell? What are boyfriend behaviors? Abu, let me see. What are these two boyfriend behaviors?
Everything you hear out here, this is a person who fakes on dates because you don't live with this person. This is a person who will be what you want them to be because you're not with them 24 hours to know who they are. When they're with you, they're what you want them to be. Now get a husband who will get home and then they now relax because... And then they will apologize the first time when you tell them, this you did wrong, you are not doing this when you were dating. Sorry. Second time, third time, they'll tell you, I was born like this. What will you do? They were born like that.
So boyfriends are the ones who says, I was born like this.
No, boyfriends don't say that. Boyfriends actually, they tell you, I love you more than my mother. A husband will never tell you that. Yeah.
So any guy who's over here spilling lovey-dovey, those are two boyfriends, hapa?
They're just telling you things you want to hear.
Husbands keep it real.
Very real. And we can't handle real. That's why we say marriage is a scam.
Who's we? Who can't handle real?
Everyone can't handle real. You just go there and try to navigate the real. There's no person... a lot of people are living in toxic relationships because they're like, I'm scared of leaving. Lots of people are living that way.
But toxic toxic relationships sometimes can be very exciting because toxic sex is very interesting.
That is different.
Yes.
There's a difference between sex and being in a relationship.
Okay, continue.
Yeah.
All right, but a toxic relationship. Now, when you say that people are in toxic relationship because they're scared of the realness, right?
Yeah.
What is this realness that they're scared of? Is it that the realness of like, because there are people who can say, oh, I keep it real, I keep it 100, but are you just keeping it real or are you just being rude?
There is that, okay, it's not being rude.
No, because there is. Here's the thing. I can be honest with you, but now there's a difference between being honest and telling the truth.
Yeah.
Do you recognize that?
Yeah, there
What is the
is.
difference to you? I want to understand.
To me, the being honest part is I am me. Like, this is me. This is what I've learned during the time. This, even when you find me asleep, even when I'm unconscious or I'm not myself, even if you give me amnesia today, this is how I will react. This is who I will be. But now someone is telling you the truth. They are curating the truth. They can find ways of just making it happen. Like,
And it's hard to be truthful with people that you love.
Very much so.
How do you overcome that?
Okay, first of all, the first thing is understanding and accepting the fact that you yourself have the right or the will to accept what you are being told or not to accept it. Yeah. So if someone tells you anything and you're not comfortable with it, or you just want to just let it go, sometimes like as a parent, I always say, I know sometimes my child is being mischievous, but I just let it go and ignore so that he can learn that I don't take it seriously, for him not to learn the art. You know, you train, anything you correct, mostly it's training. So if you correct everything, you're training it.
But some things, if you correct everything, that means you become a whole different person. Then you neglect yourself.
No. Sometimes you're correcting one behavior a million times. Sometimes you're correcting one behavior a million times. But then you find that this is a person who does not want to change that behavior. It comes from will. Most of the things come from will. And the problem with us human beings is we are trying to change people to what they are not. If someone wants to do something for you, you don't need to make them do it.
But there's a way you can actually manipulate them to do it, just like how you mentioned.
You just mentioned.
No. Like how you mentioned, you just mentioned that now you started mentioning about your birthday. So you went last year, December. You know you want a birthday, right?
Yes.
You know you want a
keep
present,
mentioning it.
Yes.
And I'll look at something and I say, I love that. You see that one?
Yeah.
I like that for my birthday. Just mention. Not manipulating, by the way.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't force you to do it. No, I'm just mentioning. But you have to.
That is a very interesting tactic, because even when you mention it, you say you mention it and all that. But when you talk about even marriage is a scam, now even before let me go deeper on this. When you say it's a scam, what do you mean exactly? What makes marriage a scam itself? What makes marriage a scam?
I'll give you a short story. Before I got married, I think a week, I sat down with my husband and then I was like, this is what I would like us to be like. This is what I would love us to be. We had rules, like what do you want me to change? We talked about all that.
Like this is what you should wear and stuff like that?
No, wearing, that's my life, it's my body, please keep off. Yes.
You should not dress like a wife.
Oh, wow, you dress like a wife and the secretary is dressing like a girl, and then there's a difference. Okay, let's not lie to each other there. So... Let me be me.
Okay.
Take me as I am. Yeah. So we discussed, we talked about it, and then, oh wow, now I'm getting into marriage knowing that this man, this is how my life is going to be. Last week I was telling my friend about that sit down, and then my husband was passing there, and then I asked him, do you remember we sat and talked about this? And then he asked me, was I drunk? Was I even present?
Did he agree?
He did. We were talking. It was just the two of us trying to plan a marriage.
Was it him talking or are you just talking a lot?
Him talking. In fact, he was coming up with things that he didn't like, and I'm there listening, and I'm like...
Was there anything that you had a difference about? Was there maybe something in that meeting?
No. We were perfect. Everything. I said, and he said, yes.
What were you guys discussing? Was it personal? Like, this is the kind of behavior I want?
No. I don't change the way you are. You see the way you take me seriously. You see the way you put me first. You see the way you... Like, every sweet thing you do for me. You see how I call you and you pick. You see how I text you and don't delay in replying. All those things. Nowadays, things changed. It's not even the same. And it's nowhere even near the same. But you see, someone would walk out, but I wouldn't. I came to understand one thing. Responsibilities increased. My financial needs went high. We got kids.
Different things came to play.
Yeah, I got different hobbies and talents and dreams. And right now, others will walk out saying that my husband changed. For me, my husband did not change. We just grew. And we grew to this scam, and we are still growing, not knowing where 5 years from now we will be, but we're just together.
Hey, Abu, pause for a second. I want to quickly remind you about this. Hey, you hear these scams? Where? Hey. But you know something that's not a scam? The studio right here and the kind of professional pictures that they actually give you. Yes, what I'm talking about is Pro Studios. Visit them right here. They're at Upper Hill Gardens. You can actually come on down. And guess what? This month, you birthday babies, you were pushed out this month. Come on down real quickly. Upper Hill is the place to be. Call this number right here and they will pick up. And you guys can actually come here and get professional pictures. Yes, you may struggle with poses. They got you. You want a gown? They got you. You want good pictures to make those other people jealous? They got you. Yes, be the biggest scam out here and show yourself out there and portray a version of yourself. So that's scamming people a little bit. Come on down to Pro Studios. But then quickly, even when you say even a scam, because I can see your perspective of what a scam is that something that was portrayed to be one way, but it's not exactly that way. So what is it that's the biggest difference between you dating your husband and you married to your husband right now?
I was dating my boyfriend who was not himself totally. And then I got married now and he became a husband. That role, those two roles are totally different. When he became a husband, he knew what he wanted, who he wanted, and how he wanted it. It's not like when he was a boyfriend whereby I have a girl to make happy. Now it's I have this life to make with this girl.
Quick one. Now, you've been talking a lot about your husband. Wait. You, what about you?
I didn't
How
change.
have you, no. Why is he the one to change from that boyfriend? What about you? What are your changes that you've made from a girlfriend to a wife?
Oh, wow. We change everything. Okay, wives just naturally change.
Like how have you changed yourself?
Okay, for me, first of all, being a mom changed me totally, 100%. Now my focus shifted. There's a way that, okay, I don't want to say it loudly because he's around.
Say it.
I think I put my kids first more. And then I knew the things I wanted to do. My dreams changed. How much I've been fighting so hard not to be a wife and first be a girl. And that brings a lot of friction because you should understand at the same time that you're supposed to be in that home, taking care of that home, but you're trying so hard to stretch. Like, I want to be a girl. And at the same time, I'm this person's wife, this person's mom, or someone's daughter-in-law. Like, there's just so much navigation I have to do as a woman. And that changed.
Do you think marriage is a duty more than a relationship brand? Do you think it's more of a duty? I want to know. I just want to understand. Do you think marriage is more of a duty that you must, like there's things that you must do rather than just a touchy-feely relationship brand?
It's a duty.
Why would you say that?
It's not, the touchy-feely thing ends when in dating. And that's where you can date forever. When it comes to marriage, that one is a duty. Like, I have to be responsible for someone now. And you know, when you get married as a woman, you get a first child. Who is the man, who is older than you, by the way.
Your first baby is your man.
Your first baby is your man. And this man acts like a baby for real.
Yeah.
Man, nah.
that's us.
They become real babies.
Yes.
And at that time, you're trying to mature yourself out of the situation whereby I need to have separating. The hardest thing about marriage for a woman is trying to find yourself after you get there. It's the hardest. And if you don't find a supportive partner, you lose yourself completely.
Where do you think, what can you easily get lost to yourself? What can happen?
You can put your dreams on hold, your career on hold, even your jobs, you don't take them as serious. A lot of people don't realize it when they get lost, but at some point you find that, oh, I was this kind of a person. What happened to me? Where are my talents? Where are my dreams?
Here's the thing. Then now with that, see, you recognize that you change over time.
Yeah.
Right? And you mentioned it, changing over time, that can actually will happen even within marriage itself. How do you adjust? Knowing that now, do you also have now, you see that meeting that you had before you got married? Do you have those two meetings also when you are married?
Oh, you try. You really try to have those meetings and sit down and talk about them. Yeah, they're not taken so seriously like they used to. You know, right now you can't force a person to do something for you or to do something. People are becoming, and the older they become, the more they believe that they are mature enough to tell themselves what they do.
Is there an age? Do you think there should be an age range in which girls should get married? Do you think there should be an age range in the sense that this is maybe too young? Do you think that is there like an age where by this time you're probably in the mental space to accept this responsibility called marriage? Because you did say marriage is a duty. So then now, being a duty, not everybody is able to handle that duty. Correct?
Okay. Yes.
So then now, do you think there's an age range?
Okay, I know people might throw stones, but any guy below 28 years, please just stop. Don't even think about marriage. Yeah, and any girl below 23 years, what are you doing with your life? Like I hear nowadays 19-year-old saying that my hubby. Okay, that name hubby is becoming so toxic.
It's becoming overused.
It's becoming overused. Yeah, girls nowadays are saying my hubby at 19. Please stop. What are you doing with your life? Enjoy your life, because you are going to make a vow of forever with someone, and getting out of it is not as easy. And if you don't make the vow, you walk in it with the hubby name, you'll come out of there with a child who will be like
a lifelong commitment.
The co-parenting commitment thing.
Which is another whole crazy journey. Do you think, because you said marriage is a scam, and you say even marriage is a duty, and then now they can reach a point where you say, I don't want this duty anymore. Are you okay with now people saying, are you comfortable with the idea of divorce in your head?
It depends.
Explain.
If you walk into marriage so fast, suffer. Because there's no way you will walk into marriage without knowing what you're walking into, so that you can divorce suffer 2 years later. Yes. Why are you running into marriage when you can't handle it? Yes. Because people are running there. Nowadays, there's an option of divorce. Yeah. Let's try this thing. 2 years later, divorce. Let's try this thing. That is the problem. Divorce was not a bad thing initially. I keep saying this. Divorce was not a bad thing.
What made it bad?
Because people who used to go to divorce courts and do these divorce things out of no choice. Nowadays, it's out of choice. Like a simple thing that you can't... You walked into marriage knowing very well that this and this and this might happen. Time and attention is the one reason that people divorce, but now they frame it with other things like, I am suspecting he's cheating. I am suspecting he's doing this. Because of what? You walked into it without asking yourself, what are you really walking into? So nowadays, divorce is being a very easy thing to do because nobody knew what they were walking into.
Because, and do you think that then, is it because people don't take marriage as serious as they used to in the past?
They don't. People don't take marriages. Even the ones in marriage do not take marriage serious as they should. Because even the ones in marriage, you are like, they're just living every day at a time, trying to see, when will this time end? When will we finish this? Okay, it's forever. Okay, fine. Let me live my life as if, like I keep saying, this is a person that you are married to who gets up in the morning to go to work. You get up in the morning, you go to work. Then you have a nanny in the house with kids, right? So I am at work, you are at work. We meet in the evening. In the evening, I'm tired, you're tired. As women, we have makeup on, so we have self-care time that can take an hour. We need to clean our faces. Yeah, as a man, you'll take your phone. If you're not staying in the toilet for 2 hours with your phone, you're in the sitting room with your phone. And then football will happen. After football will happen, Netflix nowadays can be on TV. You have a series you've not finished watching. Then our nannies have taken care of the kids, put them to bed. Next thing we know, you slept in the chair, I slept in the bedroom, we are okay. And then morning, back to routine. On Saturdays, remember my hair needs to be made, so I'm in the salon. On Sunday, my girlfriends are meeting for coffee. So,
or something, you got to meet up with them.
So we're not married, we're just cohabiting for weeks, months, a year is over. We even forget each other in the process.
How do you prevent that from happening?
It depends with the person you're with. I keep
saying that... How have you been doing it?
I force issues.
I'm going to explain. You force issues. Explain what do you mean?
On Sundays I've forced that kids must be taken out. That's when we have done it.
Okay.
I will make sure I find myself in a situation whereby you are the only one who can pick me. I'm in town, it's at night. I'm not gonna go in a stranger's car or allow anybody to pick me. I'll call you to pick me. It's your responsibility. So sometimes take me. Are you going to town? Yes, I'm taking you so that I can pick something. So let's stick there and have coffee. Like I keep forcing issues. Because that is the only way we cannot drift apart. But that is because I know the person I'm married to. I know this is a kind of person mwenye Kikuyu in the blood. It's too strong that looking for money is the only thing
on the
that
mind.
is number one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I force issues.
That's how we roll.
So that we don't drift.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you don't drift, and you're using that. Do you think this is a lifelong commitment, so you say?
Yeah.
Is there any loophole at all you can say that indeed, if this was to happen, sadly the marriage would dissolve?
Yeah. If he cheats, the marriage will dissolve.
Why is cheating such a big thing? Even it's just
I'm forcing issues for 5 years and then you come and cheat.
It's just okay. Why is that such a big deal for you?
Oh no! If for a minute there was someone who was more important than me.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If your husband has a boss or somewhere or have a client somewhere and he's working with that client, for that minute, that client is very important to him.
And that is the point. Have the clients, you can even work full day, full nights. I don't care about that. But use that client's body. That's it. We're done.
So you would actually leverage the whole marriage to crash down, even if the sex was bad when he was even cheating.
Okay, if it's bad, why didn't you tell me? Send me clips, dude.
Even if he comes back and tells you were better. Okay, what about you? Are you also willing to hold yourself to the same standard in the sense that if you were to falter?
It's okay. I will do the same. If he feels like, if he finds me cheating and he leaves me, then...
I just want to understand, why is that the main thing that you would say would make the marriage crumble? I want to understand it from your perspective. Why do you think that cheating is such a big thing to the extent that it can actually crumble the whole marriage?
It's because, okay, first of all, it's me who says cheating can make me and my marriage. For him, he says uchawi. That's what he says. But for me, I say cheating.
Why is that?
You find, I kind of feel like I have committed myself to you fully. And I can do anything just so you don't like anything. So if by any chance someone else becomes more important, that they can give you something that I can give. Let me repeat. They giving you something that I can give. That one I don't think I can stand. For me, I feel like I just need to be special. There's that part of your body. Just keep your body for me. Your energy, your time, it's okay. I'll force the issues. But your body, I don't need to force the issues.
Interesting. Very interesting. Even as we wrap up, one thing I want to ask you, Chris, is this. You've written Marriage is a Scam, and you talk about marriage in depth. What is your advice to people who actually want to get married in the future? Okay, talk to the ladies first.
First of all, read Marriage is a Scam. The book just has everything to expect when you get into it.
Like
everything.
What? Like what?
Let me give you a good example. You see this notion of you'll have sex when you get married.
Yeah.
Where is the time? There is no time.
So all those ladies who are holding up for marriage.
Oh God.
Are you serious? Are you for real? Wait, but even if ladies were even holding off to marriage,
it's okay to hold off till marriage, but just know that one thing, it's not as the imaginations like every day, every night. Time. And then there are kids knocking. My last born usually calls me Mama, and he's pulling like Mama. Where is the time?
There's a lot of, because so many things are pulling you different directions.
He has a meeting at 8 a.m. I came back home at midnight. Who has the energy between us? None. Because he has to wake up early, I came back late. So those are some of the things that are in Marriage is a Scam. How to navigate through such situations. Yeah.
The reality qua ground. How you wake up in the morning and you smell his morning breath.
Oh wow.
Yes, and you have to receive it and you say, I still love you. Yes, don't you?
Let me embarrass him on camera for a minute. You see, there's this character of you've eaten food.
Yes.
And then you're there on the chair. You're so lazy, and then there's a curtain next to you. Then he's like wiping his hands on it.
That's a man. Even I give him props. I give him props. Why?
I really hate it.
Why?
Every tap has running water.
Yes.
Every tap. Just get up, go wash your hands. Every tap has running water.
And those are the things.
Those are the things that someone will be like, I like a clean man. They are not clean. They are not clean.
And that's the realities of it all.
It's the reality.
Those two little standards that you have, they're all superficial in your head.
They're all superficial. There's no reality there. And this man will come to you all dressed up with polished shoes and everything. You should be aware that is something that he plans to wear on a date. Get to the house and you're the one washing those clothes. You'll be surprised. He doesn't care about how he looks.
True.
That's why they say that when men get married, they don't care about how they don't even work out or anything. They just let themselves go.
Because they know they got a good one at home.
That's the point. I can't even stay without working out. He'll wake me up. Have you worked out? Because he's scared I might get a potty. And then his friends will ask why he's...
she's fallen off. Guys, you've heard that fire. Hey, Maria, you're one interesting big idea. But indeed, I see what you're mentioning about marriage is a scam because there's a lot of superficial things that people have before marriage. But once you get into it, it's a whole different journey full of realities that you have to face every single day.
Yeah.
Marriage is a scam is one thing that you actually want to check it out. I've even given you her socials. You've seen it just underneath there. But where? Have you heard? Hey, I will finger your comments just underneath there. And as even you finger your comments, I just want to remind you one more time that indeed, what's not a scam? Pro Studios. They're right here at Upper Hill. Come on down and actually visit them. They actually got you when you got a birthday shoot. It's your birthday. You want to spend your money? Come on down to Pro Studios. So come on down. The number is actually right here. Visit them, Upper Hill Gardens, and come on down and have your birthday shoot shot today. I'm Simon Says. This has been another edition of Simon Says Podcast. See you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Atike, madam.